right, here we go again. I just stopped by Massage Envy impromptu because it looked like there was some vandalism. So it's just some construction that's going on. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't prepping them, you know, for fear. Spies will do that. I have two strange drivers today, and they could just be strange drivers. But what they'll try to do is get your attention that they're around you, and then whammy you to see everybody as them. So, that may not be, even if it's not them, it may not be something that you would think is pertinent to somebody shooting five police officers, but they do have spells that they use. So, what I'm going to term instead of happenstance, Satan stance. Or Satan is actually moving it. It may just be strangeness, Satan stance from their spells. So again, they have an operation that they investigate somebody with, but bullshit. It's designed to make the person paranoid and act out on that paranoia. So if I jumped to a conclusion, I might believe that there was broken windows at Sajemi. Again, that's part of what they want. So they could actually be behind the need for some sort of repair work. Well, it was like 20 years ago we built that building, and now it needs to be updated. But again, all that plays in. Like a Rite Aid. I haven't seen a Rite Aid. On my way to Butler to look at something over there to rent. My initial intuition, I guess you would say, is stay in Cranberry. See what we can do. Well, I went into the turning lane late, and then somebody came up directly behind me and tried to change lanes behind me, which could be Satan stance. Like they're trying to get it behind me. And they want, again, when they're following you, they don't want you, in a lot of cases, to not notice them. They want you to notice and get the ideas to drive home paranoia, all the things that they're trying to do, criminal activity, demonic activity. And this other vehicle came off the highway, and they could time it. They could sit at the on ramp, time it so they get to that's the way spies work. And then, or the off ramp, and then they get tall and I'm coming, and they go up. They may even have me on a screen, the GPS screen, knowing exactly where I am. Then he came up and he kept trying to, I could, just may have been a bad driver, right? More than once. It's a blue sedan, tried to run me off the road, and a white USUV from that. Just investigating it any further. Sounds gorgeous around here. I wish I'd have moved. I tried. My initial was trying to move to like the Allegheny Mountain area, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, but they got me. Just couldn't get anywhere. Again, my mother was part of it. My brother's will. Oh, here's the CPS. They both willed me to take care of my mother, and I couldn't get away from it. Nothing would work. And then, of course, the government wants also because my mother's nuts, and she'll say all sorts of bad shit about me, and then like tell me she loves me the next moment. So I do that to them. I mean, they call it them all up. I call it them there the best I can. That's the system, actually. They're supposed to experience it. From the get go. From the get go. Guess that's regional. Yeah, they know how to make people sick. Like all that stuff you read about, well, they are anti. They make people some beautiful homes, and they're so close to this. It's just sad they didn't build it somewhere else. And I guess they got a piece of land and they liked it. So. Right? It wasn't so big when they built it. There's so much traffic. So I'll end up doing is probably taking a loan and making a 3-year thing out of this trip. Just what I'll do is I'll take another loan and get a loan that puts both amounts in there, pay the other loan off. Right. Which in the long run will probably look pretty good. I paid a loan off. Have to pay a little bit of fee, get it there. See what I can do. I got to do it soon because my credit's up. The next few days, I guess. Probably gonna drop if I don't take that balance off. Credit's very important. Well, again, the idea is you like Charlie Kirk, you think a lot of them, that's fine, but you can't force that opinion on other people. Now, there are limits by law what people can say about Charlie Kirk, without violating law. Right? But it's an American thing where you like certain people, I like certain people. I say things about your people, you say things about my people. Right? So you really can't violate that without you're actually crashing and you don't realize it. Because again, you 34% and 37%, 37% total favorability, 34%. I think it is the economy. Elon would like this place is called Mars, Elon, in Pennsylvania. Mars Area School District. Mars Area High School. Our weather is temperatures are dropping. It's so nice to be up a little bit of elevation here. The hills. Yesterday it was actually 10 degrees cooler up here than it was in Pittsburgh. We were at a rainstorm. What happened is I didn't look at manufactured housing in Altoona and a couple other places, so that's where Right, remove fear off your fire rescue vehicles, off your fire vehicles. The deep state will use your fire vehicles, may even dispatch them for criminal purpose, and you don't realize what's going on, and you're driving around thinking you're doing okay. Next thing you know, your fire people are being shot at. That's some of what's happening. Well, I'm your friend. That's why I tell you you're all screwing up. The people that are, that want your money and tell you how wonderful you are and you're doing okay, they aren't your friend. They just want help in the world. Agree there. Like I said, reduce the friction. Maybe Charlie Kirk wouldn't have had any issue. Kirk created friction, and you just have to realize that. I had a way of digging into him without making himself look like he was just being, honest to free speech. And, well, I mean, he's a made man. That's fine, but reality says reality is. As far as Supreme Court and firing an independent office that's a watchdog, it makes no sense because that's not the spirit of the law. The spirit of the law was
in half a mile, turn left
a
on
watchdog
Pennsylvania
is also
228
watching
East, State
what the
Highway 8
president,
North.
does as far as employees. It's kind of a neutralizer to say, hey, you can take care of this and monitor this and make it work for everyone involved so we don't get to the craziness. Right? And in fact, it's costing you votes. A lot of government people voted for Trump and they lost their job.
At the light, turn left onto Pennsylvania 228 East, State Highway 8 North.
On the economy, that's 34% approved.
Continue on State Highway 8 North for 3 miles.
Well, it's not necessarily better to deport immigrants if we need some employee. Again, if you start the visa program, then it works. The work visa program. Well, you can't cause inflation beyond a certain point without causing issues. Thank you. Oh yeah, the phone. Yeah, I was going to take a photo of the not the phone, the alarm clock. So again, the phone might be part of it. Because the phone came out weird, so I don't know if there's something on the phone. Somebody called me. Prior to those two vehicles, somebody called, said Raven, whatever. Remember I would talk about the Ravens all the time, not the football team, the Raven Air Force thing. Right? And I guess, I was at Raven Stadium with DEA, so with DEA agents. I don't know. I don't know what they were, but they use that Raven name all the time. They even sent mail in Raven's name. So we get have to return to sender. And then like some guy from India calls up. And the goal might be for me to hate people from India. He may not even be part of it at all. It may not even be, like he may call a number and the number forwards it to me. Who knows? The FBI would have to investigate that. or CIA, I guess. The CIA needs to look into that plane crash. I mean, it could just be an optical illusion, an audio illusion, Satan stance. But it looks like to me that's a propeller fighter moving at a high rate under the radar, chasing after them possibly, but maybe just training. But we need to know because we need to know if we're losing people. The people that took the film may even know it's not the plane. I mean, but not gonna say anything. Right? But it could be. I mean, it could just be an optical illusion. But that's I don't know what for sure it is. It could be an Embraer, but and they didn't have any P-51s. So, but again, that doesn't mean that a cartel boss could buy a P-51 because he wants. So it doesn't have to be Mexican military. It could be a cartel boss that's got some airplanes. He takes them up under the radar. And it could still not be related or related.
In half a mile, turn right onto Portocal Boulevard.
So we got people that go to Walmart, and now that's increasing for the low cost food. But we also have people that are now going from Walmart to Dollar General.
Take the second right onto Portocal Boulevard.
Possibly one of the techniques around here is that they use the names of roads to do things to people's heads. So again, you don't even know why you're selecting it. The vehicle that's following me is similar to the woman who's running this office. The one that stuck it behind me. Could be Satan stance, but it could be an attempt to cause me to be paranoid. Dictionary. At least I think that's. Actually, it could be the same vehicle. Now, this person rented it before you did. See if it's that over here.